What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Jiggs TV, your Filipino in Australia. And for this video, we will talk about how childcare subsidy works here in Australia. But before I start, if you're new to my channel and you want to see more videos about life here in Australia or just personal vlogs, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, before I start, just a disclaimer, the info that I will say here are just based on my research and from the info of other people. Let's just call them marites. So feel free to do your own extra research. So how does childcare subsidy works here in Australia? So if you have a child or children that is 5 years or younger, or your family income is around 530,000 per year or lesser, you may be eligible for a childcare subsidy. So this is the allowance or support that you get for the expenses that you pay to the childcare centers whenever you drop your children that are 5 years or younger. So you can get up to 90% of subsidy from the government, especially if your family income is 80,000 per year. So this subsidy gets lower every time your family income increases. I think it gets lower by 1% every 5,000 increase in your family income per year. The subsidy will also depend on the hourly rate of the childcare center where you want to place your child. And overall, the maximum subsidy that you can also get is just capped at around $13 per hour, and also capped at around 100 hours per fortnight or every 2 weeks. Because the government or Centrelink for this instance, how many hours of childcare subsidy you are eligible. For example, both parents are working full-time, so they can probably get the maximum allowed number of hours for subsidy per fortnight, which is 100 hours. But if one or both parents have a more available time to take care of the child, they will probably get a lower amount of number of hours for the subsidy. So the concept here is if the family has lesser time available in taking care of their child or children, they are more eligible to a higher number of hours for subsidy, and vice versa. Before I continue, if you find this video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, if you have more children that are 5 years old or younger, you get a higher rate of subsidy for those other children as compared to the first child that you applied subsidy for. So for example, you have 2 kids. One is 4 years old and the other is 2 years old. And you are getting, for example, 70% subsidy for your 4 years old child, which is the first kid that you applied for childcare subsidy. So for your youngest child, which is the 2 years old, you will get a higher rate of subsidy for that one. So higher than the 70% subsidy that you're getting for your eldest child. So how it works is that you will apply for the childcare subsidy in the Centrelink website or app of the government. And you will submit some requirements or documents on that website or app. So Centrelink or the government will take all this info into consideration, namely your family income, your childcare center hourly rate or charge, how many hours of availability that you have for your child or children, and how many children that you have or you will apply for the childcare subsidy. So once approved or you get the info from the Centrelink already, you will just pay the net amount that is required to the childcare center. So that is already the amount that is net or less of the subsidy that was approved by Centrelink. So these are the info that you need to take into consideration when applying for childcare subsidy here in Australia, and also to get the maximum possible subsidy that you can get. So that's all for now guys. Thank you again for watching, and if you haven't done so, kindly like this video. And also if you have some questions or some things that you want to share, just comment down below. So see you on the next one, and God bless.